at Central 21 Novocastrian, back for you for our Monday wrap, keeping Newcastle investors up to date on what's happening in the current rental market, tips, tricks, strategies to maximise your return on your investment. As always, my Nicole.
Oh, that makes me feel real special for a Monday morning. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Nicole Hoare, our BDM investor consultant, joins us here on the couch. How was your weekend?
It was good. We had some celebrations.
Yeah, happy birthday, Charles.
I love that. She watches our Monday wraps too. So.
Even better, we've got a follower. What's happening? Bit of a quieter Saturday.
Yeah, it is.
3 opens, one at Belmont, which was just listed late last week, one at Gibson Street, which is, look, this one's a little bit tricky. We've had it listed for a couple of weeks now. It's on that higher end of the market. So yeah, that one's a little bit sticky. So working on that one and literally calling every single inquiry we're having on that property to try and get it away. And a family home at Thornton, which shouldn't be too hard to lease.
Yeah. This week, I wanted to chat about tenants moving out of property and the condition of the property, and I suppose we'll touch base on, expectations or what is expected and what, is a little bit not expected. I don't even know if that's the right way to say it, but...
I guess it comes down to the vacate process, but as a landlord, how can you really maintain your property to ensure that you're getting the best tenants, that it's well maintained? And it doesn't always come back down to a tenant vacates and they have to leave it immaculate or clean, or there's always going to be some kind of maintenance that I always suggest. Say it's my property, right? Tenant vacates, I go into that property, I do a freshen up clean above what the tenant's done. I'll look at, does any painting need to be done? Is everything working? Light bulbs, literally ensuring that everything's working, compliant, clean, ready for that new tenant. And look, sometimes we paint every 3 years, whether it's just one coat to freshen it up. But yeah, kind of just really ensuring you're keeping your property in its peak condition.
That's right, and there is a difference between fair wear and tear and then damage. So I actually want to touch on a couple of examples so our investors or our landlords can actually see, or potential investors even can tell a bit of the difference. So when you're looking at fair wear and tear, so faded curtains or frayed cords, that's fair wear and tear. That's not tenant damage.
No, and curtains will get really brittle with the sun coming in on the window. You'll touch them. Or they'll get little tears and things in, and that's not tenant damage. That's caused because of the sun. Yeah,
missing or torn curtains, that's where damage is going to come into effect. Furniture indentations on the carpets, we see that all the time.
Bed heads, beds, lounges, coffee tables.
Fair wear and tear, where if there was stain or burn marks on the carpet, that's damage. Scuffed up wooden floors, that is fair wear and tear. A tenant has to be able to live into that property and move around. Badly scratched or gouged floors, so if you had gouge marks
big
out
chunks and things like that, that's not.
No, that's your damage. Faded or chipped or cracked paint, that's fair wear and tear. You're going to have movement on your property. I know our home we're in, we noticed some extra cracks in the ceiling and in the corners. Fair wear and tear, not tenants. However, unapproved or a poorly quality paint job, that's damage.
Tenants aren't allowed to put paint on your walls without approval. So when a tenant goes and vacates and they patch paint, not okay.
Yeah. Worn kitchen bench tops, fair wear and tear. However, if there was burns or cut marks, if someone's been chopping
without a chopping board,
that's tenant damage. Loose hinges or handles on doors or windows or your sliding doors, fair wear and tear, opposed to broken glass. Tenant damage if that was caused there. Water stains on carpets from the rain, whether it be leaking roof, plumbing, etc. That's fair wear and tear, opposed to water stains on carpets caused by an overflowing bath or indoor pot plants. So
don't put your pot plants on the carpet.
Yeah, that's right.
We write it into leases.
Paint worn off or near light switches. They're going to have general fair wear and tear. Where damage to a paint caused by removing posters or stickers on the walls, that's going to be, or sticky tape, that's going to be damage to the property. So the bit of a guide there that I got from the Fair Trading website, we all have access to that, and they've got some great,
information for both landlords and tenants. But It is really about understanding the age of your paint. So look, once you've had a tenant in a property for 5, 6, 7 years, it's going to need a freshen up. And it's better to do it when it's vacant, at change of tenancy, to ensure that it's fresh for the next tenant. Same as cleaning of the exterior of the property. It isn't up to the tenant to clean the exterior or to high pressure clean the exterior of the property because of build up of dirt and debris over years. That's a landlord responsibility. And these things you do need to do. So whether we have a vacancy period of a week or 2 between tenancies to ensure this is done, or you come up and you do it yourself and stay at the property, have a little camp out, some owners do, stay at the property and do this maintenance. It is something that's going to enhance the tenant you're going to attract for the property, but it's also going to keep it well maintained, and a well maintained property ensures that you get tenants who maintain it well as well. So
yeah, so just budget those things in, like factor those into your, when you're doing your budget for your investment.
Have your budget. Don't budget on 52 weeks a year vacancy, like income. Like, let's take it back and strip it back to 48 weeks a year. So you've got 2 weeks for repairs, maintenance, and then obviously 2 weeks for a change of tenancy, which is the maximum really it's going to be in this current market.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's us from here at Century 21. If you've got a property that's vacant that you're purchasing that you just want to chat about and get a second opinion, we'd love to have those conversations with you, whether it's prior to buying, whether it's now where you've got current tenants that you're not happy with your current agent. Please do reach out. We're honest, we're open, and we're transparent in what we do. So we're investors ourselves, so we understand and we do walk in your shoes. That's it. That was a big end, wasn't it?
It was. Good wrap up, guys.
That's all from us this week. If we can help you, please, as I said, don't hesitate to reach out, give us a buzz, send us an email, or reply to our videos on socials. We'll talk with you next week.
Bye.
Bye.